let's cut the shit, right? Everybody knows alcohol kills. Everybody knows the liver, the brain, the body can only take so much. And yet, you keep pouring. Not because you're stupid, but because the fear of death clearly isn't enough. It's not enough to scare you into change because you're already practicing death every time you drink. Like, have you not yet realized how empty you feel without it? That you can't feel and be happy without it? So let's please stop pretending. Alcohol is going to kill you. And if it doesn't bury you, it'll make sure you're already dead long before anyone shows up to your funeral. Because here's the truth. If you need a drink just to feel like yourself, you ain't living. You are a shell, a walking lease, a rented out nervous system. Now, let me be clear. I'm not just talking about or talking to my party drinkers. I'm talking about the quiet ones. The ones who pour a drink every night at home because it's time to relax. The ones who hide the bottles or measure out a couple glasses because somehow that feels civilized. You tell yourself you're not an alcoholic because you're not falling off a bar stool in plain sight. But every night, in the silence of your own living room, in the silence of your home, you are practicing death. Nobody sees it, nobody checks you, but you know. You know your body doesn't even feel normal anymore unless it got a buzz running through it. And when the bottle's gone, the withdrawal hits, the irritation, the anxiety, the self-loathing, your brain is starving because it can't make the very chemical you have outsourced. You've leased your happiness, rented your peace, and you can't even function without it. And don't lie to me about how functional you are. I know that game. I know that game good because I played it and mastered it for years. I've stood on podiums in front of C-suite executives pitching million-dollar ideas the very day after killing an entire bottle of bourbon. I've done the Saturday morning switch with my wife, forcing my kids to nap just so I could sit in a dark room, head pounding, knowing I'd do it again that night because Sunday was her early shift. I've kept that bottle of Tylenol on my nightstand, not for headaches, but so I could pop 6 before bed and sleep through the hangover. I've been all the way there. And all of it was just so I could keep functioning for one more round of self-destruction. That's not life. That's not power. That's just survival between the poor. Now, here's how deep the hook goes. Your brain is built to create its own chemical high. You've heard of these before. Dopamine, serotonin, endorphin. Naturally, on your own, you are your own supplier. Alcohol hijacks that system, feeds you a fake high. And you can't reproduce that on your own. And it's killing your balance. Over time, your brain, your spirit, your soul forgets how to function without it. Let me tell you what you already know. This ain't just a bad habit. This is biochemical slavery. And spiritually, way worse. Every sip lowers your vibration. Every nightcap trains your body and soul to believe without this crutch, I cannot be whole. You don't lead, you don't create, you don't hear God. You just numb yourself into silence. This is how most people die now. Not in a dramatic crash, not surrounded by people, but slowly, quietly, at home. Waking up foggy, angry, drained, missing deadlines, missing moments. Shrinking day by day until one morning, life demands something more. Maybe a crisis, a calling, a chance to actually rise, and you can't, and you won't. Because you won't have the stamina, you won't have the presence. And when death finally comes, maybe sooner than you think. The worst part isn't that it is over. The worst part is realizing you've been alone the whole time. Because you left yourself behind years ago in a bottle no one ever saw you finish. So what now? What now is you stop. Not because I said so, not because the statistics scare you, but because you're sick of dying while you are still alive. You force your body to make its own high again through some sweat, prayer, through presence. You anchor to something real, not a liquid crutch. Or you don't. Keep drinking. But don't lie to yourself about what it is, because every sip is a rehearsal for death. And one day, death will stop rehearsing and take the stage. But because I am just like you, and I know what it feels like, I pray and I pray and I pray to my God, the infinite, the all, for the ones listening who are tired of dying before they are dead. Give them the courage to face the truth that no bottle can fill the emptiness they've been avoiding. Break every false covenant they've made with poison and numbness. Rewire their hearts, their minds, their bodies to seek peace in you, not in a drink. And if they choose to keep drinking, let them feel the full weight of that choice so they cannot lie to themselves about what they have sold and what it will cost. For those who choose life, make them strong, make them clear, make them leaders, not shells. You own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.